Hello and welcome to the 2025 Amundi Evian Championship. I'm joined here by number one in the Rolex Women's World Golf Rankings, Nelly Korda. Nelly, just have a couple questions for you here, and then we'll open it up to the media here. We're back at the Evian Resort Golf Club this week. You've had a number of top 10 finishes in the past. Just what is it about this golf course that you enjoy?
I mean, one, for starters, the views are probably the prettiest that we have on tour. So, hitting bad shots out here is not as bad as hitting it somewhere else. But, it's more of like a learning curve with Evian. I feel like the more you kind of play this golf course, the more you get to know it. Obviously, the greens are a little tricky, but I feel like the more rounds you have under your belt here, the better, because it can the more knowledge, I feel like it's will go your way.
And one last one for me too. Your sister Jess is going to be walking this week as a commentator.
Yeah.
Just how great is it to see her in this role and for her to be here this week?
Yeah, I love having her at events, and obviously her being on the other side of the ropes and commentating is a little new for her, but I think it's really exciting, and kind of for her stepping outside of her comfort zone and trying something different is fun. And then also having Grayson and Johnny, her husband, here, having dinner buddies, that's something that I had to adjust to when she got pregnant. Was I kind of lost my automatic dinner buddy, and I lost like my best friend. So having her out here is really nice.
All right, we'll open it up now for questions. Please raise your hand. Yeah, Sarah up here. Right up here. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, Nelly. What's your comfort level kind of with this golf course over the years? I know it's tricky. I know there's some side hill lies and things, but you seem to have kind of, not mastered it, but you've got yourself much more comfortable with playing on this challenging venue.
Yeah, I feel like with major championships, you just can't get comfortable. You kind of live in like the uncomfortable stage, because you never know what it's going to kind of throw at you, especially here at Evian. You get some weird bounces even if you've hit a good shot. So kind of being okay with being uncomfortable, I think, is really important in major championships as well, and just having a lot of patience. But yeah, as I said, the more rounds that you have under your belt out here, the more knowledge you have about the golf course of where to miss it and what kind of bounces you're expecting is really good.
Obviously, you have quite a bit of European heritage as well. I mean, do you just feel more comfortable coming over here and playing, in mainland Europe, knowing that you've got your Czech heritage and you have some more family and friends maybe around?
Yeah, I mean, having my sister out here this week, my agent, Kim, I have the full squad. So just having the people that I'm with day in and day out, that's kind of where I feel the most comfortable. But I love coming to Europe. I appreciate my heritage so much that, when I go back home, it's so much fun, to go back, see family, experience the food, and experience new things. That's what I love about this life on tours, that no matter what, you're always learning something new, and it's always fun.
All right, Kathy?
Hi, Nelly. You've gone on record in the past talking about how slow play is an irritant to you. Now, I know this is a quirky, hilly course, and it tests everyone's patience. Can you just say what it is about slow play that annoys you, and if you were a spectator, how would you feel?
It's just long, you're waiting. I mean, that's kind of what irritates you. You never kind of get into a flow of playing golf. You're just kind of waiting out there. It's like a waiting game, and then no matter what, your body gets stiff. Even if you're sitting on a tee box for 15 to 20 minutes, I mean, there's no flow to that, and your body gets stiff. And when you're in a flow, you're just kind of going through the motion. So it just gets slow. And I mean, for spectators, it's no fun to stand around and watch us just sit near a tee box or sit near our golf ball and not do anything and baking in the sun or whatever weather that we're playing in.
I mean, you said before, I think, that if you were a spectator, you wouldn't like to watch folk going around in 5.5, 6 hours.
Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't. I mean, it's especially for the families that bring out their kids. I mean, it's not fun for their little kids. I mean, their patience obviously isn't as good as an adult's, but I feel like the more flow and the more action, the better it is for the crowd. And when there's just so much stalling and no movement in what we're doing, I mean, that's kind of no fun, right?
And sorry, just one last question. How do you keep your focus, you know, if you're leading a tournament and you're stuck on a tee box or waiting to play your second shot? How do you keep going?
I mean, at the end of the day, you know that you're playing around and you're playing for, no matter what day it is, you're playing for a championship. So you kind of have to stay focused. I think the longer the rounds are, the more mentally draining sometimes they get. But at the end of the day, I mean, you just have to kind of suck it up, build a bridge, get over it, and adjust to the circumstances that are at hand.
Any other questions for Nelly in the media center? Over here to the left, Suzanne.
Okay, I'm the last. I'll follow up with that. Nelly, what would you recommend to do to speed up slow play? And are you in favor of some of the penalty things that people have talked about?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the LPGA has already implemented some new rules this year for slow play, so I think that's improved on our tour a tremendous amount. But at the end of the day, I mean, I think that if you start giving penalties to girls that are taking too long, then they're not going to want to get penalized a shot or two. That can make a really big difference in whatever they want, prize money, cut, whatever. So they're going to speed up at the end of the day. So the harsher the circumstances, the more that they're going to change.
Okay, can I just ask you one other quick question? As far as you've been here now for many years, I know Jess has too. What is the special, or is there anything special about coming to Evian, and why would you put it as, you know, unique or different or whatever the feeling is?
The views, I mean, they're amazing. Lake Geneva, the town, Evian in general, is so pretty and very, very cute. So I would say just the whole experience of the entire week makes Evian unique.
Thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move here to Juan. And then there's one more on the Zoom.
So Nelly, at this point of the season, fourth major,
Yeah.
the level of energy, you know, in a way, and preparing for another one after. I mean, how do you deal with it? How do you preserve your energy? You know?
Yeah, summertime is usually our busiest time of year. You just have to rest, recover, because there's so many big events on the line. So making sure that you're rested and recovered is probably the most important. Sometimes, you know, pushing through and practicing harder than you would normally around this time of year is not going to be an advantage, because then you're just mentally draining yourself and you're not going to be as fresh as maybe you want to be when you're competing. So just having a balance in it. And again, I mean, I'm entering I think my 10th year as a professional golfer, so which makes me feel very old. But you kind of learn this every year. You kind of adjust your schedule to where you are the freshest in these areas.
Connected to that, we're looking at a new generation of players from all over the world coming strong.
Yeah.
Do you feel a lot of that pressure?
I just kind of focus on myself, focus on my process, what I want to do for that week. But yeah, you know, you walk onto the range every year at the start of the year, and you're like, I don't recognize half of these girls. And I'm like, and I feel like a grandma out here. But yeah, that's the best thing about sports in general, is that you can never stay comfortable of where you are, because there's a new generation, there's new talent coming, and they're going to be better and have more knowledge.
All right, well, one more there. I'll ask the two on the Zoom in the meantime. Beth Ann Nichols with Golf Week sent 2 questions. Looking at social media, it sounded like you had some luggage problems this week. Did that impact you at all?
No, honestly, with travel, you're bound to have mishaps. The reason why I posted that on social media is throughout the years, I mean, I've flown Delta since my rookie year. It's probably my most organic partnership. I love them. Also had Sarah here to help out. Her dad helped out a lot. But, you know, with us being 6 hours ahead and landing in the morning, all of my contacts were sleeping in the morning. So throughout the years, I've used social media as getting in contact with Delta's social media team. So I just was kind of desperate at that time. I tried every measure, and thankfully, you know, by the time I woke up and Sarah helping, or it's not I woke up, but by the time everyone in the U.S. woke up and Sarah helping, I had my bags on my way to Geneva, and then, you know, it didn't impact my practice at all because I had my clubs by Monday.
And then next question she sent was, what did you do after KPMG to refuel and get ready for this event?
What did I do after KPMG? I took a few days off. Yeah, I took probably 4 days off where I didn't touch a club and tried Pilates for the first time. So I just kind of put the clubs away and made sure that I spent time with family, with friends, and re-energized and went back into it practicing.
All right, last question.
Yeah, it's about slow play as well. What do you think about having to play a 5-hour Pro-Am the day before the tournament as well?
You know what, I don't mind, because especially my first ever sponsor that I've ever got as a professional was through a Pro-Am, and I've met some incredible people through Pro-Ams. So getting in contact and getting to know these amazing individuals that at the end of the day are coming out to support us is a lot of fun for me.